we're joined now with Whitney and Kevin to talk all things Jeep Fest. Now, Whitney, there's a lot of new stuff happening this year for Jeep Fest 2022. What can we expect?
So we have our signature Jeep Parade on Saturday at 11 a.m. So it's the weekend of August 12th. The Jeep Parade is on August 13th. We've got the Seagate Center with amazing old Jeeps and then concept futuristic Jeeps. We've got a lot of live music, so a lot of the signature things that people expect. But in addition to that, we've got an all-new app that we want to talk to you about today, and we've got a base camp at the Middle Grounds. The Metro Parks is partnering with us to do an all-new base camp for those Jeepers that love to camp and overland. We also have some really cool things like the rock crawling course. It's a miniature rock crawling course that we did last year, and we thought it would be a one-time thing, but we're going to bring it back into the convention center again this year. So we've got some new stuff, but we're really sticking with our old stuff as well.
I love it. So many exciting things coming up. And let's talk about this app. What can we expect? I downloaded it today, so I kind of got a sneak peek. But
so where did you download it at?
I went to my app store. I have an iPhone.
Very good. So whether you have an Android or an iPhone, you can go on to the Google Play Store and download it, or the Apple App Store. Look for Toledo Jeep Fest and download the app. It's awesome because it features a ticketing module, so you can order tickets to any of the events to participate, the Jeep Parade, the Park and Shine and such. It also has a schedule portion as well, so you can see all the music events, our Jeep Parade, whatever is happening throughout that 3-day weekend. And you also can modify that and keep your own schedule, so you can put your faves in there. And also it has a tremendous map there. So we've mapped out all the key locations in our downtown footprint, so you can figure out whether you want to go to the Vendor Midway or the Seagate Center or where Fifth Third Field is if you're out of town and you're unfamiliar with it. So it's a tremendous app, and we're just thrilled to kick it off this year.
And why decide to create an app like this?
Well, it's kind of a big footprint downtown, and every year people, we do our best to inform people, but it's another layer of the information we try to deliver to festival goers. We have a website, we have a complete set of social channels. I think the mobile app gives people an opportunity, whether they're from Toledo or out of town, to navigate the fest, to have the best time, to figure out exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and organize that.
And a lot of people are from out of town. So 60, 70,000 people come to Toledo Jeep Fest. And that's a lot of folks that aren't from Toledo. In fact, this year we have people from 30 different states registered to come already.
Wow.
And we're really pushing for all 50 states with our red, white, and blue theme and everything this year. So if you aren't from Toledo or Northwest Ohio, or Southeast Michigan, we really want you to be able to get around and experience all the cool stuff that we programmed. So whether it's the Kids Zone, whether it's the parade, the convention center, we want you to be able to find what you're looking for. So this is really in response to a demand from our attendees. Now we're kind of going into our 5th year, and we're excited to be able to do an app and respond to some of those needs that people said that would help them navigate the festival.
And how many guests are we expecting to come to Jeep Fest this year?
Well, we really think it'll be 70,000 people. Last year, in kind of like the COVID situation, we had 65,000 people attend Jeep Fest. And this year, the Mud Hens are in town all 3 days, so that helps us really get people downtown. And what we find is that some people that were just heading to the game will come down earlier to experience Jeep Fest, or some people with Jeep Fest will stay on to go to a game. So the Mud Hens help us. Justin Moore is kicking off our concert on Friday night. So he's a big headliner, awesome country act. So I think that'll draw people down that, if you're not into Jeeps, if you're just into music, you'll come down to see Justin Moore, or potentially Jeremy Rowe, who's playing on Saturday in Hensville. So just lots of cool stuff. We really expect a strong turnout this year.
I love it. I'm so excited. And there's a lot of prep and planning that goes into Jeep Fest every year.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Gosh, my favorite part truly is seeing the Jeeps roll down the parade route. So we have over 1,000 Jeeps do the parade every year, and many of them, like 90% of them, are made in Toledo by people that I know, and it's really special. Like, I get teared up even thinking about how special it is for Toledoans that for over 80 years, Jeep has been part of our workforce, our economy. It's helped people thrive in Toledo and the Northwest region of Ohio. So when I think about my little 5-year-old daughter who gets to see all that, it's just beautiful. So that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that aspect too, the historical aspect of Jeep being created in Toledo back in the 40s. being manufactured here, and that's really on display not only in the parade but in the Seagate Center. We have these historical Jeeps, these Willys MBs that were probably produced in Toledo, and they're still rolling. We have them on display in the Seagate Center. And just the connection to the UAW, and like you say, it is Toledo, and it's such an opportunity to let that play out.
Yeah, I think people sometimes don't connect that it's a celebration of Jeep and the awesome vehicle that has been produced here for years and years, but it's really a celebration of the people of Toledo and our region, and it's a really prideful weekend. And so we like to celebrate all things Jeep and especially the people.
All things Jeep in Toledo. I love
Yeah.
it. So for those who might have never been to Jeep Fest, how can you get them to come out?
Oh my
What's
gosh.
your pitch?
Yeah, go to ToledoJeepFest.com or download our app to find out all the cool things that are happening. And Kevin, do you want to talk about specifics?
There's really something for everybody. So if if the weather is a little hot or a little wet, you've got the Seagate Center. You can see these historical Jeeps. You can see the retro Jeeps and Gladiators coming off the line from Detroit. The vendor midway is incredible. So if you are a Jeep owner, the opportunity to find over 70 vendors with Jeep parts and Jeep accessories and LED kits and you name it, including Dana Incorporated and Spicer Parts will be there. They're located in Toledo and produce their stuff here. So yeah, there's something for everybody, from the musical lineup to base camp this year, which will be brand new. We have a race on Sunday, 4-miler and a 1-mile walk. So it's great being a Jeeper, but even if you're just a Toledo resident, there's so much to do.
Something for the whole family that they
Absolutely.
can enjoy.
Yeah, and it is a family-friendly event. We have 2 kid zones as well. We have one in Hensville and one at the Imagination Station. There's rock climbing, there's kayaks, there's all kinds of stuff for kids to do.
Wonderful.
Yeah, our partners really do a good job. So Kevin touched on, like, the Imagination Station does the Kid Zone. Right. ProMedica puts on an amazing concert, downtown on Friday night. Hensville hosts an amazing family zone with all these inflatables. So just at every turn, we have great partners that really rise up the event and make Toledo, put its best foot forward on Jeep Fest weekend.
I love all the organizations coming together and working towards this event.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to plan out their weekend, can you plug how to grab the app name one more time for everyone?
Toledo Jeep Fest, and you go to your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store, and you can download that app.
Perfect. Well, you heard it from Kevin and Whitney, how to get the app to stay up to date for Jeep Fest 2022.
Yep.
So thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.